Hey, what's up guys, Tom here. I hope you are doing great. So today I'll be showing you guys how to create this wavy effects in Nuke, and I really hope you guys are going to enjoy what I'll be showing you guys today. So this is real simple. As you can see, we got that waving movement, and I got some other examples that you can also create using the same technique that I'll be showing you guys today. So this is really amazing and handy, which will help you guys to also create other cool stuff. And this is kind of different from After Effects. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna create the volume raise just to add a bit details like we actually underwater. So this is what I'll be showing you guys, that you can also create for the volume raise. And I also have this 3D text which is from Cinema 4D. Just wanna show you guys this is from Cinema 4D, and actually render it as a PNG, and then export it to Nuke so I can do my compositing there. So you really don't have to use any 3D text. You can use any text or any picture that you have, so you don't have to crack your head about it. But if you want to see how I end up creating this in Cinema 4D, I'll be happy to show you guys, and I'll take you through that. So just leave your comment down below, and I'll be there for you guys. Alright, so what we're gonna do first is I'm just gonna copy this picture that we have here. I'm just gonna copy the pictures, and we're gonna first focus on creating the wave movement. Alright, and then there's my pictures. So what we're gonna do now, I'm just gonna link it. Just bring out my view note. Just gonna bring it here. This is my view note that I have. Alright, and I also need to change the size quite big right now. And then we're gonna use a reformat node just to bring our size to its normal size. Alright, we're gonna use, then we have 1080. Alright, so now we're gonna use a noise node. When I use a noise node, it's kind of similar to After Effects, so really hope you guys are gonna get used to this. Alright, so now we're just gonna add a bit details to it. Alright, I think we're good to go. So now we're just gonna add a keyframe. Just go to our first frame, and then set keyframes. Go to about the last frame, and then from here we're gonna go maybe about 3. Alright, now we have our frames. We can just play that and see what we have. I'm just gonna bring the size a bit down. Alright, as you can see, we got the animation. And then for this one, we're gonna have to use the red channel. So we're gonna check green and blue. This one we're gonna use the red channel, and I just wanna rename this as well. So this one we're gonna call it ocean. I'm gonna call this ocean just to have different layers, and then I don't want to confuse you guys with what we're going through. So now we have our oceans, and then this one I'm gonna call it ocean 1. So I call it ocean 01. Alright, and I'm also gonna, let me just see, it seems like it's not. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna copy this, Control C, Control V. Alright, so and here we're gonna have to use the green channel. So I'm just gonna check the red channel and check the green channel. So let's preview that. Just hit 1 on your keyboard, and then for this one we're just gonna have to change a little bit. Just gonna add some different details to this one as well. Alright, so now we have the red channel and the green channel. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the what we call shuffle copy. We're gonna use a shuffle copy just to actually to create this distort effect that we're gonna use to create a wave. So I'm gonna just link all these two guys together. I'm also gonna bring it here. So now we have our shuffle nodes, and then we're just gonna check the red channel, and then this one you can just leave it like that. It's cool. So now we have a red channel and a green one, and as we can see, we can just preview that. You can see they actually moving along. So to keep these two effects in one how do I say that, in one layer, so I don't want to lose the resolution to have it big or small, so I'm just gonna use the size that we actually having for our comp. So I'm just gonna link all these two guys here. Alright, there we have it. So to create that waving effect, we're gonna use an ID distort. It's kind of different from After Effects, so here it's quite different. So I'm just gonna leave this guy here. We're not gonna use him right now. So and now we're gonna use a copy node. Alright, there we have our copy node. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna have to create a new channel for this one. Alright, you can just come here, create, and then this one we're gonna call it ocean. This is just gonna name this ocean waving, I guess. And then for red channel we're gonna call this M. Alright, and then for green channel we're gonna call this N. Alright, then click OK. So now we have created a new channel which we can use with our ID distort. Alright, we're just gonna come here, and then we have red channel, and then also have the green channel, and then we're also gonna link this to M and N. Alright, there we go. So we're just gonna plug this together, and then let's preview that. Alright, and then we got our ID distort. We're gonna also bring it here. The UV channel, we're gonna have to use the option waving. Just gonna have to play a little bit of this, just increase the waving UV skills, and then let's just go back to our RGB. We got RGBA. It's kind of showing crazy. I think I just plugged in the wrong way. Alright, there we go. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Just gonna bring this about. Alright, as you can see guys, we start having those cool things, those waving things. Just gonna preview that quick. Alright, you can see that we're getting those funny wave happening, and then I think we're good to go. So now I hope you guys have learned how you can create this ID distort. It's kind of similar to After Effects, but yeah, it's a bit complicated. You need to do a little bit tweaking, and then there you have it. So now we have this, and I'm just gonna copy my text that I have here. This is my text from Cinema 4D. Alright, I'm also gonna bring it here, Control C, Control V, and I'm gonna hit M on my keyboard to merge this together. Alright, gonna plug this here and then preview that. Alright, there we go. So now we have a text, and we got our text. We got our text already, so we can play that, and then you're gonna see that we're just gonna have some cool effects going on in there. So what I'm gonna do now, I also want to have waving movement on my 3D text. Let's just create another ID distort. Alright, there we have it. We're just gonna put it here, and then we're gonna also we're gonna have to link the channel which we created. We're gonna have to link it here as well. And now this one I'm gonna bring it maybe 15.3. Alright, and then let's just preview that. Alright, there we have it. You can see that we're getting that motion as if we actually underwater. So now we can just do a little bit color grading on this text to make sure it's a bit bluish. Alright, then we're just gonna use the grade node. Just hit G on your keyboard, and let's go to the gain. I have to change it a little bit, just a little bit. Alright, just bring this down. Alright, so now we got our 3D text, and then we got our waving effect. So what we're gonna do now, I'll be showing you guys how we're gonna create this volume raise, just to create that sunny thing, like we actually underwater, and then there's actually something happening on top. Alright, so I'll be showing you guys how we're gonna create this raising volume raise. It's quite simple, so we're just gonna use the custard and then all these other nodes that we're gonna head on. Alright, we're just gonna go back to our original comp. Alright, just gonna link this guy, just gonna bring it back. So what we're gonna do now, first of all, we're gonna use a volume raise node. We're gonna just bring it here. Alright, sorry guys, you're gonna bring it down, just close it down. Just gonna zoom in a little bit. Alright, so now I'm gonna use a radial. We have our radial, just gonna preview that. Alright, and then we're also gonna use a reformance nodes, and then we're gonna have to change the size to square. Alright, and then we're gonna have to come back to our radial, and also gonna have to change the size of this one as well, so 512. Alright, so this is what we're gonna use to actually create that volume raise light. So this is what we got right now, and then we're also gonna use a merge nodes. Just gonna bring it here. Alright, and then we're gonna use a constant as our background, and this is the same as the solid node that we use, the solid layers that we use in After Effects. Alright, I'm just gonna check that. So now I'm also gonna have to use a transform node, just ET on your keyboard, which is actually gonna help us to move around. So I'm just gonna have to bring that together. Alright, click on that one. Alright, there we go. So now we have volume raise. It's quite simple creating all this effects, and I really hope you guys are actually enjoying what I'm showing right now. So alright, so now we have a transform node, which really helps us to change the positions of our volume raise. So I'm just gonna bring it here, about here. Alright, and let's go to our volume raise. There we go. Just gonna bring it here, and it's quite huge, it's quite big. So there's a different way that you can just tweak this, and I also wanna show you guys how you can just now this is just the size, and then just those things that you need to know how you can create some you can add some adjustment to it. Alright, I think we're good to go. So there's one thing I want to show you guys, that you can also use some assets like what is this? You can also use smokes, just to have that different looks from it. So what we're gonna do now, I'm just because I don't have any assets with me right now, so I'm just gonna use a noise node. Just gonna use a noise node. Alright, and what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna preview that. I just play a little bit of this. Alright, I think we're good to go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use a merge node. I'm gonna bring it here, and then alright, and preview that. Then we're gonna change the operation to multiply, and there you have it. So what is gonna happen now, we're getting that we're having our volume raise being affected by the noise. As you can see that you can just add some cool things to it, and then it's just up to you to what you guys want to use. So I just wanted to show you guys how you can also be more creative using this technique that I'm showing you guys right now. So just gonna have to have this guy somewhere here. It's quite annoying, just a little bit, and then let's check our volume raise. Gonna have to alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna have to link all this guy together. Just gonna bring it down here just a little bit. I just need some space. Alright, we're gonna use a merge nodes. We're gonna use a merge node. This is our background, and then we're gonna plug it in here. Alright, there we have it. So from here you can just play a little bit of it, just try to be more creative, and if you wanna add, just try that cool things, and then you can copy this node here and then just paste it here, and then there you have the same color corrections. And then what we're gonna do now is that you can just hit C on your keyboard for color correction, and then it's just saturations just a little bit, and then we can go to the midtones. Don't just hit it too much. Alright, so this is what we get, and then let's just preview it. Alright guys, there you have it. You can see we got that waving effect. Where actually you can use this as a each distortion to create those cool things that you got in your mind. And then this is what I wanted to share, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and then just leave any comment you got in there, which will help me. So I also wanted to show you guys how you can also create this. So this is really simple. What we're gonna do now, I'm just gonna copy all this guy here. I'm just gonna copy this and paste it here. Alright, and then let's just preview that. Alright, so what we're gonna do is just gonna come to our merge nodes operation, and then you're gonna change it to multiply, and then from our gray nodes you can just increase. Let me just create another one. Hit G on your keyboard, and then increase that just a little bit, multiply that. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy these tutorials. I'm sure this was an amazing tutorial which you learn how you can create this cool effect. So now I will see you guys next time. I'm Tom Airy. You can check me out on my Instagram or Facebook page, and then don't forget to subscribe, which will help me a lot. And if there's anything else that you want to know about Nuke, and then if I can help you guys, I'll be happy to be there for you guys. Peace, bye bye.